Welcome to my Hebrew channel, Miel Hebraica, and I'm going to have to define that a little bit better this morning. We're looking at a passage, we're going to be looking at a passage out of Daniel, and Daniel, a large portion of Daniel was written in Aramaic. So today, I'm not going to do a permanent swap, but today I'll just call my channel Miel Aramaica, Aramaic channel, Miel Aramaica. And looking at I am the Son of Man. It's a title that's key to understanding the New Testament. It's Bar Enosh. So both of these actually do work in both this particular word set works in Hebrew and in Aramaic. So Bar, you can see that in Psalm 2 at the end there. There was a translation problem here because Bar also means purity. So, but it means also son, okay, son. And we see the Bar quite often in the New Testament, Barabbas and things like that, Bernabe, and so there's quite often we'll see this one in the New Testament as well, in Aramaic, of course, and Enosh also functions both in Aramaic and in Hebrew. But the title word, the title together, these two together like this, Bar Enosh, we'll see that in Daniel. And Jesus, of course, taught entirely in the Aramaic language, although probably when he was in a synagogue and they had the roll out there in Hebrew, that would be read in Hebrew, and then it had to be explained in Aramaic. And that's the whole matter of Targum, in other words, to translate and to explain and to interpret and so forth. So it was a tremendous process in the day to have your scriptures written in the Hebrew and have it explained to you in Aramaic. So this is, I think, is one of the highlights of the gospel going forward. It can be read in one language and explained in another language. So and it has to be able to be translated. If you can't translate something, it's not making sense. But if you can translate it, okay, there it is. It can be explained in some other language. So we're going now from Miel Hebraica to Miel Aramaica, and we'll get to Daniel 7:13. This is Aramaic. Okay, we're looking at Aramaic. Of course, it is in Hebrew characters, and I'm going to be pronouncing it as it would Hebrew. I know there's still Aramaic speakers in the Middle East, and I'm pretty sure they would be kind of upset to hear this. Maybe even the Hebrew speakers are upset to hear it, but I'm going to do my best as to what this is going to sound like. I'll be using the same pronunciation rules as I would in Hebrew. I saw in the night visions, and behold, with the clouds of heavens, there came one like a son of man, Bar Enosh. Okay, Bar Enosh is the key phrase I'm pulling out of this particular passage. A son of man. This son of man gets everything. He gets the dominion over all of the nations of peoples for all time. So this is a tremendous, transfer of power from the Ancient of Days to the Son of Man. And he came to the Ancient of Days and was presented before him. Okay, so this is the Son of Man. This is the guy who is given everything. So, and in the night vision, okay, we'll start with the Aramaic. Okay, Hazeh. Okay, now this is take a look. Hazeh. This is visions. Okay, visions are used same as the Hebrew hazon or prophecies, to see something, to have a vision, to have a prophecy of it. And, and quite often, even in the Hebrew, you'll see this starting out in the prophets. It's a prophetic type word. So Hazeh, and then Hayit, that's what it was. Behazeh, then the visions, and so the preposition and Hazevi. Lelia, this is night, Lila, okay, Lelia. It'll be A rather than Li, and then rather than A, A rather than A, and then Lia, okay? And now here is the suffixed articles. So take a look at the suffix articles here, and then here, and here. And that's the way Hebrew or Aramaic works with articles. Hebrew, they prefix the article with a hey and and usually an sound. But in Aramaic, it's ya, ya, and ya. So each time you see a ya here, you're seeing an article on the end, suffixed on the end of the noun. It's modifying, making direct, making it direct, a direct word. So halailia, oru, and then it was enlightened to me. Im anini, and there with the clouds. Shamaya, okay, Shemaya, that's of the heavens. Ke, as, okay, Ke varenosh, as a son of man, a son of man. Notice there's no patah here, and then I'm just going to follow. I'm still going to be using the Hebrew sense of what's there's no article. Well, it wouldn't be anyway. It would be suffixed anyway if it was there. But so kevar enosh, as the son of man. Ata, Havi, he was, and Ad, he came before, towards, in front of, Ad, towards, to, Atik, antique, okay, Atik, that's ancient. Yomaya, the ancient of days, that's of all times, okay, all the way back, okay. Meta, and then ta, meta is a staff in Hebrew, but here it's you got to go back to the root meaning of the tet, something that has a mark and something that's pointed out. Okay, so it's pointed out, it's marked, it's set before. Okay, so meta u ked de mohi, and to the be presented. This is actually, Kedmon is to be presented or facing towards the east, or facing to ancient times, to way back, old times. In a sense, somewhat similar to this word here. Ad kedma mohi, and to be presented. Lekerabu uhi, and to be presented before him. Okay. Karov, to be brought close to him. Karov. Karov. That's to be presented. To be brought close to him. And to him was given, and this was the power transfer of Ancient of Days, Atik, what was Atik Yamiyah, now this is what the Baranosh has, okay? Baranosh has it all, okay? To him was given dominion, glory, kingdom, all the peoples, nations, languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion that shall not pass away, and his kingdom one that shall not be destroyed. So we have here, and if you're trying to pick up passages, happens to be Aramaic, this one's very obviously Aramaic. Ya, ya, ya. So all of these are articles, direct articles suffixed on the end of these particular. These will be nouns then. And in the New Testament, if you see Talita, Maranatha, you're looking at Aramaic, you see Bar, Abba, Bar, Barnabe. When you see those bars, you're seeing Aramaic. So in the New Testament, every time there's a reference to what looks like a Semitic language, when Mark says, okay, and in Hebrew, he's actually referring to it as a Semitic language. It is actually Aramaic when you look at it, and so to Mark, saying the word Hebraic means Aramaic. It means Aramaic to him. So you have to understand Mark a little bit in that regard. So last to him, Yahavi, and then given Sultan. Okay, Sultan. I'm using this as a Kamisatuv. Okay, so it's going to be O Sultan. Sultan appears in numerous times here. Sultan, Sultaneh, Sultan. Okay. Or just think of it as the sultan, okay? Dominion. A sultan is somebody who has dominion. So here there's sultan. Yeah, I don't know if works in Hebrew, works in Aramaic most certainly. So sultan. Yakur, and this is glory. Malko, this one's and this one's actually a kingdom here. Malkut. This is his king, but this is kingdom. The same Mem Lamed Kaf wrote as Hebrew, but it's Malkot, kingdom, Bekol, and all. Here we go. Exactly same. This is exactly same as Hebrew here. It's Aramaic, okay. Kol and all. Amamya, ummamya, leshan, shane, lish, shananya. Okay, lishananya. All of these are, like I said, direct or articles. Okay, suffixed articles on the end of the peoples, the nations, the tongues, and then so you have okay, so this is peoples, double up the mem, so you have peoples and the peoples and the nations. There's a swap out from the ayin to the aleph, but the sound's almost the same. Mamya, nations, and this would be in Hebrew, we're going to goyim, but here it's amamya, and then lishonya. So lishon, of course, is tongue. Okay, so languages, lishon, same root as Hebrew here. Okay, lishonya, lach, to him. Okay, to him, and I think we have to him here as well. So we see that the hey with the mapik is to him. This incidentally is different from if this would have been, when you see this and this and this in Hebrew, you'd be thinking feminine gender, but no, this is masculine here, and in Hebrew it would have been lo. Okay, so le, and to him, and to him, and to him. Incidentally, the same possessive function of the preposition here, lach, to him. Yif fal lahun. Now this is to serve him. Okay, literally it's fal lehun. That's to fall on your face before. Okay, to be in obedience to him. Okay, falehun. Palun is falling on your face before someone here. Yifalhun. Shultana and his sultan, his dominion. Shultan, a dominion. Alam. This the root, in other words, ayin lamed mem, is very much similar to olam. In Hebrew, you would have had a holam, and in Aramaic, you're going to have a comments here. I'll try pass this comments off. This comments hatuv really doesn't work. Maybe, but alam for eternity. Di for lo, so not. Yadeh to pass away. And it's Malkutah. Okay, you have Malkot, you have kingdom over here, Malkot, and this one to a Hebrew speaker makes more sense because it is it's extended out Malkute, okay, Malkute. This one seems a little short. There would have been king here, and this one is Malkute, his kingdom of him. And we have him here, and his kingdom of him. Dihlo, which will not. Okay. Incidentally, this in Hebrew and in Aramaic, the dalet does have a morphological function. It doesn't have that in Hebrew, but in Aramaic it does. So di as for, and di lo for not, tit habel, and it will not be destroyed. Habel is able. Habel means you're a soggy mess. Means that's where this is going. This is why you see Habel, Abel, Bet Habel. You see those words in the Jordan Valley of different places that have very moist grounds on them. So this is Habel. Okay, so it will not dissolve. More is the literal meaning of what we have here. Heat, and I'm taking this as Hipael, in other words, causative reflexive form here. It will not be dissolved. It will not be destroyed. It will not go away. So this is a tremendous affirmation to have the Son of Man, Baranosh, receive so much power. He's getting everything. All power has been transferred to him. And Jesus in his teaching would constantly say, Bar Enosh. That brings us to what we see here in John 8, verse 28. Jesus said to them, when you have lifted up the Son of Man. Okay, so this is ton ion, ton anthropon, anthropo in Greek. But what Jesus is referring to, remember, he's teaching in Aramaic. Okay? He's teaching in Aramaic. We see it with all the other Aramaic words that we see shared with us through, especially the Gospel of Mark. When he says here, Son of Man, he says Bar Enosh. Now, if this would have been Ben Adam, everybody would have been happy. Even my friends of people I talk to I'll call them friends. Friends of the Jehovah's Witnesses will say, "Oh yeah, Son of Man, his humanity." But Jesus is not saying Ben Adam; he's saying Bar Enosh, and Bar Enosh has a lot more punch to it than Ben Adam does, and because it's derives from what we see in Daniel. So, okay, Bar Enosh, and the Jewish people knew it. They knew it when they heard Bar Enosh. Wow, he's equating himself to what Daniel expressed to us, and so no wonder it had quite an impact. So when you have lifted up the Son of Man, you will know that I am. Okay, ego eimi. Now, ego eimi, of course, is derived from ehye, which is from Exodus 3:14, and I am. Okay, the great I am, which is the root for Yehovah. Okay, to exist. Okay, I exist. Jehovah exists. I am Jehovah. Okay, that's the connection there. And you will know that I am, and that I do nothing on my own authority, and I speak just as the Father taught me. He's identifying himself very closely to Yehovah, to Ehyeh, right here, through the use of I am. That's why I put this in uppercase letters here to get the connection here with ego and me. It's one of those famous ego and me's couplets that we find in the book of John. He uses it numerous times to affirm his authority, his power. And Epe un otos o Jesus otan hup phoseste ton ion ton anthropu, okay, par enosh, okay, tute gnoseste hoti ego emi. Okay, then you will know. This is a sigma, double sigma here for the future. Stay, hoti ego emi, that I am. Kai af eu anto poi oden ala kathos edestesai me hopater mu tauta lailo. So this is, and then he said to them, Jesus said to them, when you have lifted up the Son of Man, then you will know that I am. Okay? I am. And I've not of myself do but nothing, but through I teach daiste me opater mu tauta alailo. I speak just as the Father has taught me. Okay? So the Father has taught me. Okay, the Father has taught me. This is what I teach. So this is what's on my lalo. This is what's on my tongue. Okay, lishon. So tremendous message here for us. Jesus here, is he simply a man, or is he Bar Enosh? Is he that man that has received all authority from the Father? And he's saying this here in this particular passage, and for us to hear it, the Jewish people of his day said, "Oh man, this guy is pumping himself up big time." But when we understand this as the truth, it is a tremendous teaching. Everything that happens in this world is in Jesus' hands. He is the Bar Enosh. He's the Son of Man that has all authority in his hands. All dominion, all kingdoms, everything is in his hands. So tremendous teaching for us, and something that gives us encouragement to know that we serve a Savior who has such immense power, and immense power because it's something that was given to him by the Father. So may God bless, and may God encourage you and comfort you knowing that you serve a very powerful God, you serve a very powerful Savior, because he has received all authority from his Father. May God bless him. May God care for you until the next time.